Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As we already know, Sam is one of the characters in the Honkai Star Rail, which is eagerly waited by many fans. I really do understand. Many people say that Sam is very cool character, has a very unique and different design compared to other characters in the Honkai Star Rail. Recently, Dim Breath has gave us her final release kit on the Reddit, and it appears that she is a lot different than her previous version. So, is she unstoppable now? Let's jump into it. Okay, before we jump into her final release kit, I want to let you know that Sam, or maybe we could call her Firefly, will release in version 2.3. So it is around 2 months away from now. Like the previous information, she will follow the path of destruction and has fire combat type. Unlike Boothil, who specializes on defeating boss monsters, or Jade, who is specialized in pure fiction, Sam's kit will be universal, which means she can be put on any content. So, if you are looking into a solo unit who can do everything for you, then you came into the right place. First is her basic attack, which called Flare Propulsion. As usual, her basic attack is just deals a fire damage to single target enemy equal to 50% of her attack, and has no evac at all. And now let's move on into her skill. To be honest, the first time I've read this one is really risky and you need to read carefully. Basically, her basic skill will consume HP equal to 50% of own maximum HP. It is like half of your HP will come into your skill. But she will get 50% of maximum energy, and then she deals a fire damage equal to 312% to a single enemy. If HP is insufficient, the skill will drain her HP into 1 point. As you can see on the previous kit, she actually has an additional line that after the attack, if the target is weakness broken, she will regenerate some energy. This line is changed into fixed 50% of maximum energy with no condition at all. So basically, this skill will always give you 50% of maximum energy, like 120. So even though Sam is need 250 energy, but since she has this skill, you only need to gain 120 more. Okay, next we will talk about her ultimate, which called Firefly Type 4 Complete Combustion. First of all, she will enter the complete combustion state, and then she will advances her own action by 100%. It means after she uses her ult, she will get another turn. In this state, she will unlock her enhanced basic attack and enhanced skill. She also gets speed increases by 60. Also, while using an enhanced basic attack or skill, increases damage dealt to weakness broken enemies by 7.2% or 14.4% at maximum level, and increases weakness break efficiency by 50%. Honestly, her ult is really insane, guys. She definitely has one of the best ultimate out there, hands down. She get enhanced basic attack and enhanced skill, which can do heal herself, and then her damage will increase a lot. Okay, next we will talk about her enhanced basic attack, which called Pyrogenic Decimation. It's quite similar with her regular basic attack, but there is small difference than her regular basic. First, she will restore HP equal to 20% of maximum HP, and the second one is she will hit harder. The regular one is only like 130% at maximum level, while this one is 310%. So it is around like 2.5 times bigger than before. I think this one is really good. Since basic attack will not use any SP at all, then she will keep heal herself while using her own basic attack. And next we will talk about her enhanced skill. Besides her enhanced basic attack, she also has an enhanced skill too through her ult, like her enhanced basic attack. She also will restore HP equal to 35% of maximum HP, and if the enemy does not have fire weakness, then she will implant fire weakness on a single enemy. After that, she will deal fire damage to a single enemy and some damage to adjacent enemies as well. The interesting about this skill is this one is really different than her enhanced basic attack. While her enhanced basic attack using her attack stats as her damage calculation, her enhanced skill will use her break evac instead of attack. This is really clear that she needs both of attack and break evac stat. Okay, next thing is her talent. Received damage decreases with current HP. The received damage decrease evac reaches its maximum decrease of 20% when current HP is less than or equal to 20%. When maintaining the maximum received damage decrease evac in the complete combustion state, evac increases by 10%. Since she is really squishy, this kind of talent is what she really needs. She is not Blade, who is HP based, so her HP must quite low, but it is what it is. It's still nice to have, I guess. Now we move on into her technique. As per description, she will leap into the air and moves without restrictions, lasts for 5 seconds and can be ended prematurely via her basic attack. When the duration ends, Sam descends and immediately attacks all enemies within a set area. The interesting part is, when each wave begins, she will implant fire weakness on all enemies without fire weakness, lasting for 2 turns. Thereafter, she deals fire damage to all enemies equal to 200 of Sam's attack. I think you guys do understand why this one is also good, right? With her technique, she can implant every single enemy with fire weakness. It means she doesn't need to be paired with Silver Wolf at all. This also means with her as a main unit, we can make a mono fire team to everywhere we want. Okay, before we move on into her traces, let's take a look for her traces stat first. As you can see, we get a lot of break evac. It's around 37% and evac resistance is around 18%. This is the first time for me to not seeing any critical rate or even critical damage for Fury Pass. It means we need a lot of effort to put decent critical rate and critical damage for her. For her traces, the first one is called Anti-Lag Burst, which while in the complete combustion state, toughness is also reduced when attacking enemies without fire weakness, equal to 55% of the ability's original toughness reducing damage. This traces is really crazy, guys. Just imagine, she has quite similar with what Acheron has. I know, the tough reducing damage is only half of what it is supposed to be, but it's still pretty good, I think. Next is Module Beta, Self-Limiting Armor, which will increases her break evac by 6% for every 100 attack that exceeds 2400. If we look at the maximum cap, then we should put at least a 3400 attack to maximize her traces. The only way to do that is put an attack boost instead of speed. I know, with speed boosts we can get turn faster, but her traces can be utilized well. So, it is your own choice. Third one is Module Gamma, Core Overload. While in the complete combustion state, when Sam's break evac is greater than or equal to 250% or 360%, attacks additionally ignore 30% or 40% of target's defense. So, at least we need 250% of break evac at least. Yeah, I know the requirement is pretty high, but I think it's somewhat worth it. 40% of defense ignoring is really good. Now let's move on into her Eidolons. Honestly, the first time I read her Eidolons, I was shocked. She is really good. Everything about her is insane. Her first Eidolons, I once slumbered in Crimson Cocoon. She will ignore 15% of target's defense when using enhanced skill, and enhanced skill does not consume skill points. It means we can use her enhanced skill as many as we want without worrying SP at all. Then every time we uses her enhanced skill, we can put fire weakness to any enemy we want. Her second traces, this one is also a really good traces so far. One of the best. Just look at the description. When we defeat an enemy or causes them to be weakness broken, Sam immediately gains an additional turn. Frankly speaking, this one is really similar with what Scylla has, but better. We only need to cause them to be weakness broken and bam, we get another turn. Insane, right? Next is her Eidolons 4. I will witness the glow of fireflies. While in the complete combustion state, Sam will be immune to crowd control debuffs. This one is also good, even though it is only activated only to certain conditions like Kafka boss for the example, but it's nice to have though. And we arrive at her Eidolon 6, which is blooming in the Paramount Morrow. While in the complete combustion state, Sam's fire resistance penetration increases by 12%. When using enhanced basic attack or enhanced skills, weakness break efficiency increases by 50%. For me personally, her Eidolon 6 is quite good, especially for her as a main DPS. Obviously, this kit will affect much, but I don't think her Eidolon 6 is worthy to get. I mean, the effect is good, but to get 6 copy of her to get this effect is just too much. Her dedicated Lightcone is known as Whereabouts Should Dreams Rest, which only for Destruction Path. It will increase the wearer's break effect by 60% or 100% on Superimpose 5. And when the wearer deals break damage to an enemy, it inflicts the enemy with Crush debuff, lasting for 2 turns. Crushed enemies receive damage increases by 15% and speed decreases by 15%. Effect of the same time cannot stack. Honestly, this one is good. I mean, not the best Lightcone I've ever seen, but I think it's fine. But if you don't wanna pull her Lightcones, you can put another Lightcone called Indelible Promise. It has almost the same effect as this one, but you get the critical rate buff instead. This new relics will come out in version 2.3, and I think the new relic is really fit into Sam's kit. The relic set is called Iron Cavalry Against Scourge. The 2 pieces effect is increases break effect by 16%, and the 4 pieces effect is when the wearer's break effect is greater than or equal to 150% or 250%. The break damage dealt ignores 10 or 18% of the enemy's defense. Since Sam will get tons of break effect, then it is really easy to get the 4-piece set effect. And since the ignore defense effect is applicable to all of her attacks, then it is good to increase her damage output. For the new ornament is called Forge of the Calpecni Lantern, which will increases the wearer's speed by 6%. And when the wearer hits an enemy with fire weakness, break effect increases by 40%, lasting for 1 turn. Since Sam will need a lot of attack, so probably most of the players will be using an attack boost instead of speed ones. So, speed increase on this ornament likely can be substitute of what we lack. The second one is it will give us another 40% break effect bonus, which a really nice option for the Sam's kit. Okay then, the final build you are looking for may be like this. So, after we talk everything about her final release kit, should we pull her or not? She is a self-sustained unit. She can heal herself without any support at all. She also can get her ultimate really fast with the help of her skill. She also can inflict fire weakness to all enemies. It means we can bring her literally everywhere. Even though the enemy doesn't have fire weakness, she still can reduce the enemy toughness through her talent. But she also has cons on her kit. She is not friendly unit for a new player, of course. She needs lots of attack and break effect stat to work. If you have a unit that can put shield to her like Aventurine for the example, it will be better, since her kit is quite risky. Okay guys, that's everything about her final release kit. And what do you think? Do you wanna pull her later? Please leave your comment on the comment section below. Also don't forget to check out my another guide video. Thank you for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.